The last thing is that spiritual insights apply to our work. So for some of you, school is your work right now. For some of you, your work might be in retail. For some of you, your work is primarily at home. For some of you, your work is in industry. It's with tech. It's with people. But spiritual insight should affect how you do your work too. And I think we should constantly ask God, how can I get better at my work? But again, that's me speaking. Let me go back to what I said earlier on. Remember my Enneagram? If you're online, put my Enneagram number up there. Do you remember what my Enneagram number was? Yes, Joe. It's 1. I'm constantly trying to make improvements. I'm easy to please, but hard to impress. But not everyone is looking for improvements all the time. That's not everybody's goal. And recently, as I was praying for church life in general, I felt like God gave me a spiritual insight that was really helpful to me. Praying through different people in our church, I felt like God said, quit trying to improve people. Empower them. Again, this goes down in my little journal. God's speaking. I like that. I write it down. Quit trying to improve people. Empower them. God's Spirit is at work in you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you online. I don't need to constantly fine-tune your life. That's not my job. It's not what everybody wants. Now, if you're a 1 and you want to get together and talk about, how can we keep self-improving ourselves to death? That's fine. That'd be a fun conversation, but that's not what everyone's looking for. But we all want to feel empowered by God's Spirit. And here's what the prayer goes on to say in Ephesians chapter 1. So Paul says, I pray that you have wisdom and insight, that God opens your eyes. And I want you to realize a few things. You have a calling. You have an inheritance. And you have the same power that raised Christ Jesus from the dead at work in you. Later in chapter 3, the Apostle Paul ends his prayer with this. Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly beyond all that we ask or think, according to the power that works within us. There's a power in the believer that's untapped, that's unfanned like a flame, that's unbelievable. It actually says it's beyond all that we can ask or think. And collectively, that power could be incredible. So I feel like this insight God gave me applying to my work was really important. Quit trying to improve people, empower them. How do you empower people? Give them opportunities. Support them. Ask for their ideas. Spend time prayerfully discerning with them.